We got ourselves team 2. We got ourselves some new people here. Magic Tricks with Spell XLOL. We also got Mavara in that group. Vidma as well as Holy Shift as our Feral Druid versus team 1. We got ourselves Kreiser on the pale green horse. Is it pale really? I know that everybody says on the pale horse. We got Frostboss on a lively donkey. Not a pale horse at all. Ranil, oh, how you doing, my guy? We also got this Burning Fresh, as well as Cotton God X. I do like his really like chill mock. He looks like an NPC of like a thrift shop or something. You know what I mean? Looks like a thrift shop NPC. Looks like Magic Tricks is gonna be first up, hitting Frostboss with a Nova. Is gonna bust out of it. Hit him with a polymorph after G-Pie cooking up. Frostboss is gonna answer. As Magic, oh, he is gonna answer. Immediate trick of Frostboss stun onto Magic Tricks, trying to make some damage happen. The grippy hand comes out and it's gonna start gripping the mage back to back. Oh my god, that grippy hand is so good. It grips a lot. Look at that. Oh my god, that's aggressive. Into an ice bug. Did it buff that thing? I don't remember it gripping that much. I think they buffed it. That thing is extra aggressive nowadays. What? That has to be new. And also Frostboss had quite a bit of damage there with Obliterates, man. That was good. Finally getting set up on the Frostboss. This time he has no way out of it. He does spell steal a shield from Magic Tricks. It's going to be a G-Pie into a ring, but he's going to drop down full meteor, but an anti-mate. He stole poly. Wait, he stole a polymorph. What? He stole a shield and a poly? Wait, how'd you steal a polymorph? How are you stealing all the spells? How many spells can you steal? I don't understand. But it's still a poly on a combust. On the mage's combust. What? Magic Tricks trying to blast some damage back into Frostboss. But at this point, you better be careful what spell you give him. It looks like it's going to be maybe way too much here. Big old breath by Magic onto Frostboss, trying to make as much damage happen here. Big Scorch is available for the mage with the Alter Time, but looks like the Alter Time is not enough by itself. As Cauterize is even getting used here as well. And Frostboss should be able to take down the Seed Pod quite handily. Frost Death Knights should have still decent sustain, right? Especially as a dual wield Frost DK. He's not even two hand Frost DK. So these auto attacks should be even better, shouldn't they be? Vidma is going to be up next as a Retribution Paladin. Blasting damage on the Frostboss is going to have to play this defensively early on from the get-go. Full Seraphim available for Vidma with wings. And that stun is going to go a long way into CCing the Paladin for a second. As Frostboss is just trying to stay away from the Shield of Vengeance, because that thing is going to pop soon. Big pop and a big fear by Frostboss is going to have to go for as many self-heals as possible. Warlock House from Frostboss is going to use, as well as a Lichborn, pumping himself full of death calls as many times as he can. He's going to steal some... He spells still a Hodge from a Paladin! Wait a second, this guy's insane! Bubble getting used by Vidma, as Frostboss had a nice setup onto the Paladin. He just had to survive this bubble, and he might be able to have an answer back to the Paladin. Dark Saying is such a good spell by the looks of it. Is Vivek going to be able to give any more spells to Frostboss? Can he give him like Word of Glory or something? Like a full 3 Holy Power Word of Glory? Or Judgment or Slow or anything? I don't know if he can. Vidma though, not really looking all that good. The Word of Glories do come in and make a clutch play. Frostboss actually kind of low on health. If Vidma can get himself a big setup on damage, this is going to be good for him. Did he just throw a Hodge back at the Frostboss? I think he tried to Hodge into a Blessing, into an anti-magic zone again. Fear onto Vidma, and apparently that fear does not break to damage, or at least not complete, not immediately. It's like a warrior fear in a sense. As long as you tickle the enemy, it doesn't break. Seraphim activated for Vidma. Big damage back to Frostboss. Is the DK gonna go down? No! Oh! And he does go down. DK 43k health, red 36. Well, I think that pokes a hole in everyone's bubble when you're like, oh my god, Gear wins. Paladin with less gear won against the Death Knight? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You guys keep forgetting player skill does come into play even a little bit there, man. Come on. What's up, Ruby? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. All have same gear? No, not everybody. Maybe there's a way to set it up. Walk still busted? Yeah, Word of Glory is nutty, dude. Word of Glory is nutty. It is still super strong of a defensive or a heal. Cotton God going in for big damage. Just doing a bit of a dancer by Vidma without a bubble. Decimal Bob, but looks like he... Wait, he actually had a trinket too and everything. Maybe he was hoping he would survive the Rogue Burst. Didn't want to use Blitzing Protection, maybe? Thanks for coming by, DC. Appreciate you, my man. Seriously, dude. Mavar going in and just taking Cotton God out. Just not giving him much of a chance here. He does not shrink at anything, though. It just goes for a sippy cup into advantage. He's going to go for a complete reset there. And Mavar is going to have to find the rogue yet again. Didn't commit too many cooldowns into the rogue there at all. Not even wings or anything. So I think he just got a couple procs there. So if you can do that again with damage this time, then I think he'll be in a good spot. Cotton God just had enough, just enough health to survive that go. I guess he maybe was waiting for wings and then he would trinket it. But since he didn't see wings, he was like, I'm going to be okay. Mostly, maybe. Wings available from Mavar is going to get himself quite a bit of solid heals rolling with it too. Cloak Shot is activated by the rogue. It does get himself a re-stealth. I believe it was a Shadow Meld used there, right? I believe it was a Shadow Meld used. Take it easy, DC. Appreciate so much coming by, my man. Seriously, thank you so much for the donos, dude. That was extra generous of you. That was extremely, extremely generous of you. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. DK even has Winter's Holiday Legend Transmog. Does he? Yo, it fits perfectly, doesn't it? Getting a shot onto Mavar, Cutting, trying to make a play back to Mavar. Is Mavar gonna have to use a defensive here? Just survive the burst from the rogue. Shrink it for the rogue getting used right here. It's either gonna commit some damage or some cooldowns, if anything. Evasion has been used. He's gonna get himself the Ventir setup, and looks like he's trying to get the hell away from the Pala. After using Flagellation, I don't really know if that's the play, because it is quite a bit of your burst getting used here. But he decided kind of against it. Blind to Mavar. Does he go for a tricky? He does. No way out for the rogue. Get the shot. Does he actually have a way out? No! Mavar activating a Blessing of Protection before the rogue can teleport out of there. You know what? That's kind of a ballsy bop, but not the worst if Mavar is looking to take the rogue out immediately. Because maybe he's thinking, you know what? The other guys are mages. I don't need a Blessing of Protection. Actually, maybe that's why. He can use Blessing of Protection now, and he won't need that for the mages. Actually, it's a big brain play. It's actually bigger than I thought. Gonna be Randall up next. Oh, which one's Randall? There we go. Found him. Randall up next, playing that Arcane. We see quite a few Arcanes here and there, but not Randall with a mirror play. With an Arcane Blast trying to make the most damage happen here. Big Arcane Pressure with... Oh, lots of damage back to Mavar. Mavar, if he's not careful, those mirrors are gonna proc at him, silence him, preventing him healing, and it's probably gonna force a bubble out of the guy. Big temporal available for Randall. Hodge, but Mavar does put himself in a silence. Can Randall take advantage of this? Looks like Mavar has access to his damaging abilities, but not healing. Mavar actually goes in for a massive heal just now. Honestly, I thought Randall would have had him. I thought Randall would have just needed one more blast there, and that would have been over. It was kind of close, actually. Cutting it so close. I do appreciate Randall's Mog, man. He's looking like a wizard. Straight up actual wizard. The hat, the staff, everything, dude. It looks so good. It looks so good. Gotta give him credit on that Mog, man. Big missiles available with a touch of the Magi as Randall, hoping to get himself maybe a bit of damage setup. Doesn't have the full burst because Arcane Power not there, but still quite a bit of damage regardless. Randall does have Ultra Time. Looks like he actually decides to not use Ultra Time, as Mavar was hanging out way too close there. Trick available for Randall. Does he have normal blings, by the way? I think he does have the Ultra Time on 30-second CD, so he'll have a lot of defense to work with here. Mavar taking a bit of damage from the mage, though. Maybe a bubble getting used here. Looks like bubble didn't need to get used just yet. Just had the Guardian's legendary used either way. Randall with an Ice Bug does have the Ice Bug that gives him health back. If Mavar tries to heal himself in front of Randall, he will definitely get interrupted on. Trying to go for Mirrors of Torment, get interrupted on Shadow. Randall is able to use all his arcane mage abilities, even though he gets interrupted on Shadow. Big missiles available. If Mavar ever stops to cast heals on himself, he could get interrupted, so you better be very, very careful with it. You better be very, very careful. Maybe just stick to a strict diet of Word of Glories. Hand of Freedom available, so Randall can't even slow him down. Actually, not looking good for this mage anymore. Mavar just uses one more global, I think, and it's over. Randall does create quite a big distance between the two. Oh, oh no! Randall! Randall, no! Skills did this. Hashtag skills. Yo. We got a hashtag DC for the dono. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you, my dude. Another 20 bones on top of everything, dude. My man. You're nuts. You're actually absolutely crazy, dude. Actually crazy. Burning Fresh is up next. Oh, another mage that's a Ventir? A fire mage that's a Ventir. Apparently that's not a bad combo. I've been seeing more mages going Ventir. Boy, it's hashtag DC for another dono. My man, appreciate you. as we hit on that 9 minutes 50-second mark. 30% dampener, boys. A burning flesh, burning fresh. I almost called him burning. I think I just now called him burning flesh, which is a little bit brutal. Maybe he has an undead character and not called burning flesh. This guy's burning fresh because gnomes are looking fresh all the time. Well, with the hair that they have that's so scruffy, it's more like fresh out of bed, let's be honest. We interrupt into burning. Not in a good spot. Icebook is going to use a Mavar. Just got to have an easy time with this mages by the looks of it. Paladins used to struggle with mages. It looks like Mavar just walking up and bullying these guys. Proper use of the Hand of Freedom, as well as the great damage opportunities that he's creating for himself, is really what's helping him make this happen. Mirrors of Atonement getting applied, though, might get himself in a bad Mirrors of Atonement situation. Potentially. Maybe. If he goes for more cast behind the pillar, he will definitely get himself interrupted at some point. Next auto attack could probably do it. And does get himself over the hit with the root, and silence can't really get out of it. Does that silence prevent it from bubbling? I doubt it, right? If it does, that'd be insane. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure if a Shadow Priest silences you, as a paladin, you still can bubble. Big Cauterize is getting activated for burning. Not in a good spot at all. It needs himself some kind of re-heal and a reset. Does get himself an invis. Maybe he could just run it back into the room and get some food there. Ovar is not really going anywhere. He's going for them eyes. So burning is not going to get much food out of it. He knows the paladin's picking up the eyes, dude. Eventually is going to see him trying to go for as much food as he can. Blink not really taking him as far as he wanted to. But at least he does have shields at 39% dampening. Not much you can really do in this situation. Combustion is getting activated. Mavar does have a shield of vengeance. Just gotta wait to let the shield of vengeance pop back. He's literally just hanging out with the shield of vengeance next to the mage, waiting for that shield to pop back at him. Actually just having his way with these mages, dude. Just walking all over them, man. Unfortunate. I do like the mages that are trying to outvent you. That is not a combo you really see a lot often. Nowadays, it's either Kyrian for fire or just Night Fae for anything. PvE or PvP content, honestly.